on CCX News, rising to the challenge. How Brooklyn Center's new police chief sees his role and what he wants police skeptics to know. One of the longest tenured members of the Brooklyn Center Police Department is stepping into the role of chief. Reporter Kevin Miller explains how he plans to rebuild community trust and address challenges facing the department.
I believe policing is a noble profession.
At the Brooklyn Center Police Department, Garrett Flesland has walked these halls for 23 years with a sense of pride.
I became a police officer because I wanted to make a positive impact on the community.
But he never thought he'd wear the chief's badge.
Growing up through my career in law enforcement, I never had a desire for a specific title or any kind of specific role.
But now he's left the old commander's office, and his door reads Chief of Police.
I think my time here at the department has given me some decent insight into the challenges that we face as a community, but then also the opportunities for growth that we have as a department.
While he's settling into his new office, he's also looking to get out and meet the community.
We're going to build on the foundation with community engagement. We are going to do the traditional engagement opportunities. We're going to be back at the farmers market. We're going to have cones with cops. What I'm going to push my staff and what I'm going to push myself to do is find those areas in the community where law enforcement has not typically been.
His roots are local. He grew up in Brooklyn Park and he graduated from Park Center High School. But it was the U.S. Navy that cemented his life in public service.
I will forever be grateful for my time in the Navy, and I think that kind of established that foundational inner calling, satisfaction with service that propels me.
He's stepping in as chief about 6 months after Kellis McDaniel retired. McDaniel was hired in the difficult aftermath of the Dante Wright shooting. For a time, staffing levels dropped at the police department. But now, with 39 of 50 spots filled, Flesland is hoping to keep morale high.
Morale can be a tricky thing. Morale can be an individual thing also. Don't dwell on the negativity. Find something you can do to make things better and then make it better.
And he reminds his staff every day that they can make a difference.
Let's focus on what we can influence, give it 110%, and I think we're going to be incredibly surprised at what they're going to be able to do.
In Brooklyn Center, Kevin Miller, CCX News.
One of Minnesota's largest banks is undergoing a massive transformation. In this edition of Business Matters, we take a look at what Wells Fargo is doing to update its branches. In the business world, change is constant. And in Golden Valley,
we just opened the branch on April 22nd.
There's a new Wells Fargo serving customers just off of Olson Memorial Highway.
Absolutely.
Joe Ravens is one of the bank's top executives.
We're like over the moon opening any new branch because we get an opportunity to make it state-of-the-art for our customers.
This new branch bears little resemblance to its previous location, situated just feet away. According to Ravens,
all of our branches will ultimately look like this footprint.
It's a look Wells Fargo customers should get used to.
It's a focus for the company. We are committed to, again, creating that consistent look, feel, technology, services, so that our customers know what they'll always get when they walk into a Wells Fargo.
The banks are now brighter. The space for the teller line is smaller. There are rooms that offer more privacy for people to discuss their finances with bankers. And
it's a giant iPad, absolutely.
There's a digital wall that will soon become a staple for the bank to teach customers how to navigate online features.
Rather than us having to touch a customer's phone, and we don't want to do that, we want to be able to show them step by step how to do it, and this gives us the ability to do so.
As more people have shifted toward online and mobile banking, Ravens says the offices don't need to be as large. The new Golden Valley branch is a fraction of the size of its predecessor.
Hi, welcome in.
The same goes for the Crystal branch. In April, the company moved from its longtime standalone building along Bass Lake Road to a much smaller office in a nearby strip mall. And while the layout is slightly different, Crystal offers the same features as Golden Valley.
We're a conglomeration of multiple different banks through years that have now become Wells Fargo. And so this is an exciting opportunity for us to get consistency because that's what our customers want.
Wells Fargo's old building in Golden Valley will soon be demolished to make way for an apartment complex. Meanwhile, the old Crystal location is up for sale. Golf enjoyed an almost unprecedented surge in popularity immediately following the outbreak of COVID. But has the popularity kept up? Emily Haugen stopped by the Three Rivers Golf Academy for a look inside the game.
People have found that being outside is the best place to be.
So what we're doing here is we're gonna work on our aim, okay?
Learning to golf
It's a great sport to do forever.
takes a certain drive
Oh, did you see that?
at any age.
Because it's really fun.
It gets you outside and it's relaxing once you get the hang of it.
That was really good.
These kids are starting the sport early.
And this hand's good. This hand's got to come over a little bit.
Golf instruction supervisor Chad Fortney says they're here for the Three Rivers Golf Academy.
Having a good foundation of skills can make it much more enjoyable. If you were hitting a driver, where would you put your front foot?
They're offering lessons throughout the clubs.
And we're doing a tick-tock back and forth, and our club is pointing towards our target.
Including in Plymouth at Eagle Lake Golf Course.
A lot of the kids bring a lot of fun energy, which is really cool.
And then make sure you hit it harder.
The instructors are each working with kids on different techniques.
Make sure they know control. They're not going too far and not going too short either.
Hey, 100% better.
It seems to be making a good impression.
We get to hit shots and the people are really nice.
And we want to make sure our club is pointed at our target at the end, okay?
While instructor Julia Contreras is helping kids perfect their form.
Nice. It's fun to work with them and see the different kinds of swings we get to work with and stuff, so.
Golf saw a rise in popularity during the pandemic, and that popularity still continues.
You want that ball right in the middle?
Fortney says there's still room to improve, and they want to help golfers get there.
Watching them go through the process of doing the right steps and then the results come.
Whether it's your stance, speed, or strength, instructors say they hope the lessons reach golfers at any stage.
Seeing them improve is really fulfilling for me.
Good job.
Proving it's never a bad time to try a swing at something new. In Plymouth, Emily Haugen, CCX News.
Three Rivers Golf Academy also offers private lessons. We have more details at ccxmedia.org.
The Totino-Grace boys basketball team has had a really good run in the past few seasons. In this CCX Sports Spotlight flashback from March, Chaz Moots profiled the senior forward who led the Eagles in a big way all year.
Basketball has always been a part of Totino-Grace's Isaiah Johnson Arigo.
I always grew up watching basketball. My dad was a basketball trainer, and I always kind of worked out with him when I was younger.
Getting off on the right foot with his dad helped give Isaiah an edge, but the summer of his sophomore year is when things really started to pick up.
I go in the summer for 5 or 6 hours a day of just straight training, train, take a break, train, take a break, train, take a break, and I continued that throughout the summer of sophomore year, and that's where I really feel like I improved the most.
As his skills improved, so did Isaiah's athleticism.
For Johnson, and look out below. Whoa.
His first in-game dunk was in 8th grade, and now it's a regular in any game to see Isaiah's high-flying, rim-rocking,
Johnson,
momentum-shifting slam.
Obviously, it's super beneficial to have someone like that on your team because it's such a size advantage where he's tall, but he can also jump out of the gym. So, just throw it up at the rim and he can go get it.
Isaiah's athleticism separates him from most, but his development to become an all-around player helped him become one of the top small forwards in his class.
I think all the work that he's done from a skill perspective, working on his mid-range game, his mid-post stuff, he shoots it close to 40% from 3 for us, which, at his size and the number of attempts that he takes is pretty impressive.
Three-pointer up and in for Isaiah Johnson.
I always had a good shot, but it was just getting it more consistent. And then playmaking, since I feel like I draw a decent amount of attention whenever I drive the ball, I have to dish out to teammates or create plays that other people wouldn't see.
Isaiah started his high school career at Osseo.
And Johnson for the dunk.
He transferred to Totino-Grace his junior season and feels like what he's learned the most the past 2 years as an Eagle has been between the years.
Doing the job every day, because we practice really hard every day, and that definitely shaped me mentally from when I was younger, like harder practices and everything. I feel like that's really helped me improve like leadership and mental toughness.
All that work paid off for Isaiah on November 8th when he signed to play at the University of Miami, choosing the Hurricanes over Iowa, Northwestern, Texas Tech, and Virginia Tech.
When we visited the U, I feel like I just got that feeling like I belonged here and everything, and I loved Coach Larinaga. He was really nice, he really fit like type of coach that I want, like a chill, mellow, laid back, and really believed in all of his players and trusted in them. And like their offensive wise, they really fit me. They just have like versatile wings that I'm trying to fill those shoes in.
As good as he is on the court, Isaiah is just as good off the court in the community and school.
I have young kids, so I have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. And like those guys sit and hang out with Isaiah before the game, and just a really humble guy. Like honestly, kind of keeps to himself. Really good dude, well liked by his teammates. Really well liked in the school.
Everyone at school loves him. There's no one that really looks at him like, oh, Isaiah, he's big, he's tall. Like he'll have a conversation with you. Like he'll talk to anyone. Like no matter what you do, what grade you're in.
Isaiah and the Eagles punched their ticket to a third straight Class 3A state championship game with a 7-point win over De La Salle.
Break high in the air, and here's another flush.
Ending his high school career with another state title would be another box checked off for Isaiah.
That was our goal from the start of the season. It would just basically reassure what we've been thinking about the whole season.
In the days following that story, Totino-Grace beat Mankato East 73-64 to win the Class 3A title. Isaiah scored 25 points and added 11 points in that game. It was the third straight state championship for the Eagles. For the CCX Sports Spotlight, I'm John Jacobson. Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.